Morning, everyone. It is Monday, the 16th of February. It's 10:35 in the morning, Central Time, and it's President's Day. And so happy President's Day. And I did do quite a bit of stitching yesterday. Worked on my lilac, my Artecy Lilac project, and I probably got about maybe about 150 stitches done on it, which may not sound like a lot, but when it's confetti, yeah. So I did finish filling in this row right here. There are a lot of spots there, and then I began working on this. Now I have done a few stitches today. I did mention this yesterday, but I didn't have the information, and this was an Artsy 4-for-1 bundle, and they had either the florals in round or in square. You got 4 for the price of 1. The price was $4.95 for these are 12-inch by 12-inch florals, 1 in lilac, 1 in tulips, 1 in irises, and 1 in, oh heck, tulips, irises, lilacs, and I've forgotten the other one. My memory is starting to get holy. But anyway, so I'm really very excited about how this looks. You can really start to see how the blossoms are starting to come out. And I was noticing as I was stitching those, I was saying that this is done on opalescence, white opalescence, 28 count Lugana, I believe. And you can see those little opalescent, those sparkles pop through some of the stitches. So it sort of looks like sunshine. It will look like sunshine poking through the blossoms when it's done. So that's what I finished. That's what I worked on yesterday and some of this morning, and I'm very pleased with it. Lilacs are my favorite color, or my favorite flower, and I did do yesterday my Primrose Cottage Star a Day project, and this is the one that I stitched this morning, and this is the one that I stitched yesterday. So it'll be done on July the 4th to celebrate our nation's 250th birthday. And I love that. The colors on that I chose, which are not what are called for, but I'm using Crescent Colors Ye Old Gold, Gas Black Raspberry, and Valdani's Rich Wine. And I wanted it to look like an old flag. So I worked on those yesterday. And then I have been working on, I want to get rid of this bookcase back here because it really is just a catch-all crap catcher. And so I want to get that bookcase out of there. And as I've been going through, I'm just even more determined not to buy any more stash. I have so many lovely, lovely designs that I have bought over the years. I swear, thousands and thousands of dollars worth of cross stitch patterns, and so there's no need to buy anymore. And I spent my life working so that I could spend retirement and have all of the supplies that I would need for the rest of my life. In fact, I'll probably be buried with a lot of that. But I got sort of excited about this stash that I It's this came from Walmart, and I looked it up this morning to see how much it was. I can't remember when I bought it, but I love Pioneer Woman, and I have some of her towels, kitchen towels, her dishes, her storage containers, and I bought the most delightful pink. They're pink plates with white florals on them. From I bought them out of some birthday money that I got this year, and but this I had bought a few years ago, and what had intrigued me about it, it is from Pioneer Woman, and it's the Heritage Floral Cross Stitch Kit, and I have some of that Heritage Floral um, design in some of the things that I've bought from Pioneer Woman. Um, Now, this is a kit, and it's supposed to include a needle, which I did not get in my kit, and a 14 count cotton Aida, and it's a 6-inch. This is what intrigued me about it. It's a 6-inch wooden hoop, and it is actually got fabric glued. I imagine it's glued to the outside of the hoop so that you can display your cross stitch once it's done. Yeah, some blues and reds and pinks, and I love that. So I really like that, and it comes with the cotton embroidery floss. I am not sure. It is not DMC floss. It's well organized, except for the lack of the needle. But the colors are separated, and the numbers that they have are not DMC numbers. So I'm not sure. It's not Anchor. It might be Coates and Clark. It might be something else. Definitely not DMC floss, but it's quite a bit. It's about a yard of floss strands. So I got that, and then it came with the Aida, and don't I don't since I have a choice, I'm not going to stitch on the Aida. I like even weave. That's my fabric of choice. 28 count even weave is my choice. Very nice little directions. So it tells you how to cross stitch if you've not done so. And it's got a really huge pattern on it. And as you can see, much bigger than the finished project. So my old eyes are going to be able to read that. But I am so excited. I really want to start this. I don't know that I'm going to start it today. I just could. Life's uncertain, and you can't have too many whips, right? So I went through all of my fabric stash, which is those plastic containers, plus there's a tote bag with a bunch of fabric that I've bought over the past year from 1884, which happens to be one of my favorite places to shop. I've She has $2 charts, but she also has other charts. They're rehomed, and she sells she gets stuff from cross stitch shops that are going out of business and stuff like that. So, and then she resells it. So it's like a resale shop. Okay, so what I have done is I found some yellow fabric, and this Crescent Colors crushed pineapple. And yes, Crescent Colors, Sharon Crescent did dye fabric in colors of her floss. I love Crescent Colors. I loved Sharon. I love Sharon. I haven't spoken with her in years, but we used to be in a Yahoo group together, and she was a delightful lady. But this is crushed pineapple, and this fabric or this design is going to look super scrumptious on this crushed pineapple. And of course, the fabric isn't showing up as yellow as it really is. So can't wait to get started on this little darling thing, and we'll see how it stitches up. I shouldn't have any problems. I've got plenty of needles. So yeah, so this was the Pioneer Woman, and I don't know, I don't think it's available anymore. You might, if you're interested in it, you might find it on Etsy or eBay or something. But I thought I was intrigued by it when I first saw it. I was looking for Pioneer Woman kitchenware. So I won't bother putting that up now. Oh, and it also came with this nice little silica gel thing to keep everything nice, moisture from damaging anything. So the last thing I'm going to share with you is, and I'm going to do this sometime this week, I believe, is I had stitched Henny Penny by Stacy Nash. Oh, this is my chart. Well, a copy of my chart. That's my working copy. But here, I finished Henny Penny. And this has been done for a while. But I love hens. I love chickens. They're so cute. And I stitched her on a 28 count Lugana. I did it 2/2. And I believe I used the called for colors. Linen, Lancaster Red, Charcoal, Whiskey, Sanguine, and Deep Sea. And I started it on July 27th of last year, and I finished it on Thanksgiving last year at my sister's house. And it's one, when you stitch, you don't really have to think about it because there's so many large areas of stitching. So anyways, I think she's darling. And I found some, well, this is actually my fabric from my hope chest, of my grandmother's hope chest, that it's a vintage that looking fabric. It's like a tan color with blue, like a deep country blue. Not, well, it could be navy with navy. There are flowers. But I want that for the back of it. I want to make it into a pillow or a stand-up. And didn't think to bring it in here, but my brother and sister-in-law gave me beautiful handmade baskets, Amish handmade baskets for Christmas. And I want to fill well, it's like a 9x13, what a cake pan would be, and that size. And I want to fill it with pillows or fobs or cross stitch stuff and have it on my dining room table. So anyways, that is my daily update. I'm going to get back to my lilacs, and maybe this evening I will start on this Pioneer Woman, and I'll show that to you. If I do, I'll show it to you in my next video. So this is Sandy, the Sunroom Stitcher, signing off, and I will say have a wonderful President's Day. It's going to be about 70 here today. I think the groundhog lied because we're having spring-like weather. And so God bless everyone, and